Hey, Miss Lynn, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hey, Philly Juice girl. I know I just said that backwards, but I think I'm used to saying it that way. Hey, Philly girl Juice. Hey, Mama Three, how you doing? I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell real quick. Hold up, let me get this thing in my thing. Oops. Okay. Let me see. All right, that's better. So my hands are free. But child, first and foremost, I hope y'all having a good day. I truly do. Y'all, I just put something to the test, right? See, let me tell y'all something that I find really cringe, okay? Let me tell you something I find really cringe. I literally clicked this live on just to put my theory to the test. All right. And let me tell you this theory that I have. Do y'all know what I find absolutely cringe? I find it absolutely cringe. Like, for instance, this wasn't what I was about to say, but I'm going to go ahead and add this in there. So, like, I was just on my other page live, right? Listening to some music, of course, and just trying to, get my hours and things over there or whatever. And so y'all know I usually use that page to like play music and this, that, and the third or whatever. And I don't know why, but Kit been tripping. Um, hey Danny, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you doing well, love. Hey, mentors. So good to see you. So y'all know, of course, we're you ain't really supposed to be you know what I'm saying, with the music over there or whatever. So it'll automatically be knocking you out the algorithm if you somebody like myself. Cause hunty, y'all know I stay the fuck out the algorithm. But listen, let me tell you this. So, you know what I find absolutely cringe? Like, so I was over there listening to music and it was like 25 minutes or so before somebody had said hello or whatever. It was only like 8 people in there or something like that, maybe 10 or 11 at tops, right? Now, what's crazy to me is when you sit in a chair doing absolutely nothing, listening to some music, to know without a shadow of a doubt that there are only about 8 to 10 people in your life, and 6 or 7 of them is not your supporters. Do you know I find that really weird? And see, then I came here and tested this theory again. So I said, see how many people come in this live before someone says hello. All right. This is the first time I've tested this theory just because I find it cringed in my other live, right? So lo and behold, 16 people was in this live before someone said hello, right? Now, even though of course it's gonna be quicker over here than over there because I really just started going back live on the other channel, but that's besides the point. What you can clearly see without a shadow of a doubt, it is strange that you can know without even being able to see or verify that people that don't like you be the first motherfuckers to your lives. I think that is strange because you see how family comes in and say hello and stuff. See, this is kind of how you can gauge it, right? And I just came up here for shits and giggles to have a quick laugh about it because, like, people are so predictable that, like, you can literally gauge it. You know what I'm saying? You can literally gauge it. Like, people who are your supporters, when they enter your live, they literally come in your chat saying hello and shit, right? You should not have 20 people. You should not have 20 people in your life and them 20 people sitting there staring, just just round here. And then the next 10 be your people that like when you get to 30, that's when your people are coming in saying, hey, what's going on? What's hey, well, I think that is so fucking cringe. And I mean, I was today years old when I realized just how cringe that it was. Okay. Because it was just so obvious. Do you want to know how else it was obvious, you guys? Let me tell you how people be kind of clowning their own selves, right? Let me tell you. Shout out to you, M3, baby. Let me tell you, and hey, Faith, good to see you. I'm so glad to see you, honey. Let me tell you, you guys. So for 25 minutes, I think within 25 minutes, Shelly, this is a total experiment, you guys. Shelly comes in and say hello. Right? This is the first person to say hey in 25 minutes when 8 people just stood in the bushes looking at me, looking at the trees. All right. Listening to the wind blow. Okay. Now, what's crazy is when you have 8 people in your live and somebody made it to your live that's on the side hitting laughing emojis, right? They're wasting their good time on a good Sunday to watch you sit in a chair listening to your good music while they sit on the side and hit the laughing emojis to let you know that they are there. See, that tickles me because not only are you there, right? Not only are you wasting your time on a Sunday minding my business because you have no life, but you alerted me that you were there by sitting over there for like 10 minutes to hit the laughing emojis. Now, it doesn't matter which idiot that it was. What matters is that, like, geez, like y'all be so quick to want to like do the most that I mean you kind of make the whole team as a whole look clownish, you know what I mean? Like wait for somebody else people to get there before you start alerting that out of 6 people your ass is in the bushes. All right, I mean listen, and I mean, we know it's one of them dried up sisterhood people, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, get a life much. I mean, get a fucking life much. All right. It's 8 motherfuckers in the goddamn on live. And you went out your way to announce that you're one of them. Jaleel, how are you? And thank you. Good to see you. I mean, I just find it hilarious myself. Hey, Keisha, baby. You know, I mean, I just find it hilarious. I really, really do. Like, so as long as I was gonna sit there, you was gonna sit there. Just wanna, I mean, I'm saying it's just weird. Like, you mean you have nothing else to look at to do than sit and keep me company and my life and my family ain't even there? I mean, goodness. Mm, mm, mm. You gotta love it. You got to love it. Thank you, Mama Three. Yes, if anybody want to bless this live, you can like, share, subscribe, support by sending a super or a super sticker, become a member, send a gift, or Cash App Big Stacks 1983. Man, Mama Three, you sure know how to put that in one big whopping lovely let's just say, I like the way you move. Hey, Daniel, how are you? It's always a pleasure. Melly Mel is in the building. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for the gift. I think I seen Mama Three say something about let me see what you said. Thanks for the gift, Jaleel. Thank you, Jaleel. Thank you so much. Is everybody doing all right? Is everybody doing all right? How is the family and the friends and the constituency? Miss Annette, good to see you, love. Good to see you. I hope everybody is doing well. And just a heads up, um, um, I'm not exactly sure on what day, but out of the blue, a bit of an interview dropped into my lap by way of Mrs. Hampton. So you guys, we will be having an interview over here next week with Dawn. So I will let you, keep you guys updated. I'm gonna get with her, see when she would like to do it when she's available. Hey, don't you know no good? Hey, lovely Lynn, welcome in. Welcome in. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button if you don't mind. Why y'all see Tinkers and I don't? Tinkers, I don't see you for some reason, but hey, boo, and I love you. I see mom of three saying hey to you, but I don't see you. But hey, boo, hey. Hey, Tink Tink. So, as this is this good Sunday, I won't be before. I see you now. Hey, Tink Tink, I love you too. Schnookums. I love all my GGs. Shout out to the GGs. Um, I won't be on here too long, probably a hot 30 minutes or something like that. But this is an open panel. If anybody has anything that they want to talk about or bring to the forefront, you are welcome to, you know what I mean? It is absolutely zero pressure. But yeah, if anybody has anything that they want to share with us or speak on, the floor is absolutely all of ours. Okay, just letting y'all know. We're gonna start having open panel Sundays, but being which I'm just now introducing this as I just thought about it right now as I was speaking. Just letting y'all know that we're gonna put this on the calendar for every Sunday to be open panel Sundays. Even if y'all don't want to start today, we still gonna make this announcement. I'll have some chit chatter planned in case no one has anything they want to say on Sundays or whatever. But just know if whether you have a panel or you don't, if there's anything informative or whether it's good news, whether it's just healthy information, any of that. If you someone that have some things to share, hot topics, whatever's on your mind. I'm going to start opening my panels on Sundays from like 6 to 8 or something like that. So let me know what you guys think for future references. We're gonna have a drop the link Sunday. What do you guys think? I think it would be a great opportunity to hear from other, people who don't have platforms or active platforms or anything, or even if they do. Can you game night again? Absolutely. I put us together a type of schedule. Even if I don't schedule, you know, every day type thing, I will we can start doing like we did beforehand where we had our uh rich Wednesdays or moderating Mondays. I really, really love that where the mods could, choose what they wanted to do or talk about. We often ended up in game nights, which was really, really fun. But yeah, I miss our game nights for sure. Like we had the funnest game nights. We did. But yeah, so that's definitely something I want to do on Sundays. Open up the panels in case anybody have anything they want to be sharing sometime. You know, I know a lot of people been on like health journeys and um it's a lot to learn out here in these YouTube streets from people. You know what I mean? And we don't really get a chance to really tap into that kind of stuff because it is always so overwhelmed with drama and you know what I mean? And of course, that's going to be the go-to before, laid back shit. You know what I'm saying? As much as we hate to admit it, you know. But yeah, I would love to hear from people that have great recipes and cool recipes like nutritional information. If somebody ever has an inspiring word they want to share, they want to uplift the crowd, hype us up, you know what I mean? Whatever. I, I think that would be good and well needed. You know what I mean? Something to look forward to, hearing from different folks. Y'all already know my email is tipthegift40. If ever you want to let me know something or you don't have to, you can just pop at, you know what I'm saying? You ever want to come up here, recite a poem, sing a song, whatever you want to do. Introduce us to some shows. If you want to be the person and let us know what great shows is out. Because I'm always asking people, well, what's good out now? Um, but yeah, so that's what we gonna do on Sundays. Other than that, I ain't making no noise, y'all. I ain't making no noise. You see, people leaving now because I ain't making no drama noise. You see how the drama sells? Listen, we relaxing on this good Sunday. Your edges is safe. Your edges is safe. Okay. Yes, so yes, poetry night, absolutely. It is such a peaceful, wonderful day, you guys. Yes, it is. What y'all got going on? Talk to me. Tree said, I got beef with you. You're beautiful. Now, wait a minute. Now, here, first of all, hey, Tree, my love. And second of all, them two sentences do not go together. All right, but I ain't mad at it. All right. I am not mad at it. And thank you, sweetheart. You're so sweet. Dare I ask why are we beefing though? I saw Disclosure Day yesterday, and I must admit, not the best Steven Spielberg movie, and I was not impressed. Oh wow. Wow. Well, that's me. It's always a twist to it. Laugh out loud. I love it. Hillwood Tree, you are amazing. And I hope you're doing well, sweetie pie. Yes, oh yes, oh yes. Good new movie by Tyler Perry is called, let me see. It's called Strong on Peacock. Ooh. Put that in a back chat, Mama 3. So I can so me and Bay can check it out. Put the name of it on in the back chat if you get it, if you can, if you don't mind, Sugarfoot. Matter of fact, let me revamp that whole thing. Mama 3, if you don't mind, my love, could you possibly put that in the back chat for me so I could watch that with my babe, perhaps later on? And I appreciate it if you are able to do so. And thank you in advance, my lovely sis. I had to redo that because, I gave a command and you don't command your friends. My mama taught me real good manners. So I had to check myself. You feel me? And make sure that it was a question to my sister and my friend. You feel me? I put myself in the corner so you didn't have to. You did? I love you. And thank you, sis. And do forgive me. Let's see here. Well, the topic for today, now that I have just chit chatted, checked on you guys, y'all ain't talking about shit. So, uh, you know, my random topic for today is why do you guys think it's not really a question, but I'll go ahead and put it in a question. Why do we think people have a strong need to be in competition with others? Why is this particular saga feels like it is constant competition? Why do you believe that people have to tear other people's people down? Why do people get jealous of other people's success or life or luck or blessings or what have you? Do anybody know? You chit chatted the ops away. Precisely. You want to know why, Mama Three? Because they're funky, you know what's only come around because they want to take notes on what you say about their edgeless selves and, their adjacent members, And when you sit here and let them sit in the bushes and waste their time, It gives me high satisfaction. Cause they have nothing to do on a Sunday and they filled with drama. So, they thought that I was gonna give them something to do today, like take notes on drama. Melly Mel said insecurities. Ah, that is like got to be a top one. That's got to be a top one. Insecurities is a big one. Why do you? Mm-mm. That's a big one. That's a big one. Good topic. Let me hop off my branch. Hello, Tiff and Break Room 401 family. Hey, Alan, how are you? Welcome in, brother. Different backgrounds, not being grounded, hurt people. Those are amazing answers. Let me see. Hey, Tommy Boo Boo. Hey, my Gigi love. Welcome in, baby. See, the reason why I be wondering this is because, and I put it towards this particular, like the saga, so to speak, is because it's here that I've seen the most unnecessary competitions, the most unnecessary like jealousies, insecurities. It really makes me wonder. When people sit in your bushes, even though it's only six people there, and like, why would a person do that? Why would a person want to be amongst you? Why would a person want to be amongst one? Why would a op want to sit with five other possible ops and just what? Why do YouTube ops even exist? Why do they even exist? Hmm? Why does YouTube ops even exist? Why do they even exist? Thin scan. True. You know what? I think that social media became a place where I think let me back this up some. I think the real conversation is the fact that people literally seem to come to social the majority, not all, but the majority of people that get cited and all of this stuff and uh extra arrogant and all kind of shit. A lot of people get something out of their state of being on social media that they don't get in real life, if you ask me, that they can obtain in real life. You know, I think when people are obsessed, hey, Lady Mysterious, with social media, obsessed with winning, obsessed with competing, obsessed with trying to take down anyone they feel is, um, you know, outshining them or what have you. It's it's a strange place. It's a lot of social media fronting. You know, and I think people tend to start to go crazy a little bit when trying to keep up a facade, you know? I think this shit can drive you insane if you are not mentally stable in the first place. It can further, you know? I mean, it must be a lot on the mind to have to pretend. And it must be even harder when you have to, say, for instance, you know who I be feeling the most sorry for? I feel the most sorry for people who know that people know the truth about things and still lie about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could know the truth about somebody's life or whatever, and people will still lie if they have somebody to, go along with it. It's, mm, mm, mm. It's a really weird thing. Social media definitely is about clicks, and people feel they need to tear others down and cope about their own lives. Let me see, and cope about their own lives. And the internet is a place to, excuse me, and the internet is a way to be anonymous and pretend. Absolutely. Sorry, my message down there was blocking your message. Absolutely. So let me read that again. Agreed. Social media definitely is about clicks, and people feel they need to tear others down and cope about their own lives. And the internet is a way to be anonymous and pretend. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. It is a way to be something different behind these screens. A lot of people, a lot of people, it's just not even natural. You know what I'm saying? Like if you read between the lines of folks, like it's just not natural. You know what I mean? Because you have a lot of hurt people that be trying to hurt people on the internet. And then they get further angry when they're not successful in hurting others, when they're not successful in, breaking people. That actually makes people worse. Like when they're already jacked up in the mind because they are so vengeful and I see a lot of this in a lot of sectors. It's just crazy to me. It's wild to me just how obsessed people get, over cases, over things, over people, over CCs, over supporters. So it's wild. It's really wild what this place has turned some people into, you know? It's a lot of fakers and snakers, you know? And it's crazy because I look at social media like I do the world, right? I mean, it's worldwide, it's not nationwide, it's worldwide. And just like the world is big enough for all of us so we wouldn't be here, so is the internet. But I literally be sometimes thinking, like, is that why people get into sectors? Because you can't beat everybody. Like, I mean, you can't outbeat everybody on the internet. It shouldn't be a competition, but you can't, ain't nobody out here Mr. Beasting um like Mr. Beast did. You know what I mean? You got some runner-ups and some shit like that, but sectors like ours, like we're talking about people that make freaking millions of dollars a year versus thousands of dollars a year, whether it's tens of thousands or whether it's hundreds of thousands. It's still a far cry from 30 million a year and 50 million a year. It's always somebody that's going to be making more than you or have a doper channel than you or whatever the case may be. So I don't get why people are so heavy on competing, you know, and getting into sectors where it's about competition. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. Like the place is big enough for everybody. I don't understand why people be so jealous and envious of others. Like, you know what I mean? It's weird. Hey Tay, hey Nicola, how are you? It is a pleasure to greet you. This is a very angry place filled with a lot of unnecessary jealousy. And I wonder if people would tend to their own shit. Like, I think that would take a lot of it, a lot of that out. You know what I'm saying? If people will stop looking over the fence to see what such and such doing and this, that, and the third, like, you know, it would be more originality. It would be less vengefulness and need to beef. And I just don't be understanding it. You literally have people out here beefing with people that don't even know that. So do y'all know it be people out here starting beefs with folks and the people they beefing with don't never even heard of them, don't even know them? Like, I mean, that's literally where we are. And when you sit back and you think, like, sometimes somebody will be like, "Child, such and such over there on live talking shit about you," and you be like, "Who the fuck is that?" Like, what? It is just too funny to me. Don't even be knowing half the time. I just don't be understanding. Cause I guess it tickles me because people can't be this angry with strangers. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, take Big Rig, for instance. You know how much shit Big Rig did to, well, attempted to do to me? Do you know all the shit Big Rig did to me? And to this day, I'm only using the rig as an example. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, look at all that I went through over calling, checking on somebody, making sure they was okay. All this was from that. Do you hear me? See, only in on social media will doing good deeds get you the revenge of bad deeds. Lady, they get absolutely, Tay. It is the most attention some of these people get. And wanting to be relevant. Absolutely. Absolutely. People be so weird. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Most definitely, people become vengeful on social media when you display something about them that nobody knows because their mask starts to slip, ooh, or crack that they work hard to protect and maintain. Listen, hold up, bro. I got to run that back. You said, Brother Alice said, most definitely people become vengeful on social media when you display something about them that nobody knows because their mask starts to slip or crack that they work hard to protect and maintain. Oh, hey, did I say hey, Miss Nicola? I think I did, but if I didn't, hey to you, Miss Nicola. Hey, Kim Kobe, how are you? Hey, break room and chat. I have a social media pass for today, and then I'm signing back off. Well, I am glad that you stopped by with that social media pass. Now, I'm glad that you spent some of that pass over here with the 4-1 Wizzy. You heard me? I call them crash outs. Absolutely, Mel. Absolutely. Hi, yes, it is very comical to have others rant online and the person they are speaking on has no clue or cares. It's truly interesting that people will waste their time or energy. I'm telling you. And you know, this is how you know when there's a real problem or when people are just trying to get in the game, you know? Oftentimes when that happens, that's a sure sign that somebody's trying to get in the game or get monetized or something like that. You know what I mean? And it's truly sad. It's truly sad to just mm-mm, crash dummies for real. Don't have a dog in the fight, but still want to bark. Right, Lady Mysterious. Don't have a dog in the fight and still want to bark. That is a freaking fact. Crazy part is people don't realize the world is big, but so big you could run into somebody thinking you're never gonna see them. Oh, look, thinking you're never gonna see them in real life, popping your shit. I got what you saying, but not so big that you can't run into nobody. Absolutely. You better say it. You better say it, Tay. But yes, you are absolutely right with that. Don't even be having a dog in the fight and just be wanting to do all the barking, child. Shit. All right, I'm caught up. But yes, crazy freaking work. Oop, fix this. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my. There we go. Fix my selfie stick. All right, there we go. Um, hey Scorpio baby, good to see you. You said, "What's my opinion?" It's I pretty much agree with you guys. I I agree with you guys. Um, I grew up when we said, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. Yeah, if you want people smoke, then we can square up and squash it and keep it moving. Yeah, the internet seems to be a different beast. Absolutely, mentors. Absolutely. Hope you're doing well, Scorpio, my love. Good to see you, sugar. Is it about the thunder? Yes, it is. Yes. um Enough to eat on the table yet still ain't enough, exactly. And brother Allen, that's kind of how I feel about it. I feel that um people are not really self motivated when it comes to just getting it out the mud. It's like when people can't find their own purpose, it's like the goal then has to be to tear down somebody else's purpose. Does that make sense? I see a lot of that. When people can't quite figure their own purpose out, then their purpose is just to figure out whose shit to try to fuck, whose stuff to try to mess up, you know, whose stuff to try to tear down, whose stuff to try to do a smear campaign on. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, our particular sector is tremendously fueled off of that type of shit. That's where a lot of the sent offs, crash outs, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. It's the very people who first their jealousy starts with if they're not monetized, and then they try to shame anyone else who making a dollar because they are monetized. But then you have I'm hold up. I am the type of person that want to see everybody win, but just don't come for another if you not ready for the smoke. Absolutely. And y'all gotta forgive me when I'm paused reading whatever is the last message I see. It's kind of blocked by the dollar sign message on my side of the screen. So I be having to hit it and see the whole message. Uh, But absolutely. But yeah, you have people who are fueled by jealousy for multiple ways. If they're not making money, then their job is to point out who's just, you hear a lot of, oh, they're just doing this for money. They're just doing that for money. Everything. If you could be having a revival with 30 people in your life and people blessing you, they just doing it for the money. You could be breaking down a case and trying to give accurate facts and they just doing it for the money. You could be talking about freaking food and health. Oh, they just doing it. It's like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But then as soon as they get the opportunity, they willing to do anything for money. Once they figure out that maybe they have a way to where they can get enough support to get, some people know they don't have no support to try to get themselves, monetize this, that, and third, But once they realize, well, maybe I have enough backing to do this thing, they forget about all that. Oh, you just doing this for me. And now they're ready to do whatever for a dollar. You heard me? Straight like that. Hey cousin. Hello, my love. You see, absolutely, Mel. Absolutely. Got to stay away from unbalanced people. Absolutely, mentors like high school all over again. Absolutely. You see, absolutely. You see. We have seen many beefs with larger YouTubers, and behind the scenes, they were working together for views and money. Make it make sense. Absolutely, mentors. Absolutely. Do you hear me? It is crazy. And mentors, I'm so glad that you put that because what's even crazier is people really get their emotions into when content creators beef and people are, choosing sides or conflicted or whatever the case may be. Um it's crazy how you don't even know sometimes and oftentimes, you don't know if that shit like I refuse. You understand? Let me tell you something. I was surprised myself of how quickly beef can happen on the internet. Um it's something maybe easier for others to avoid. Maybe some is just I don't fucking know. But what I did know is I said, now I ain't nobody's bully. I'm not nobody's, this, that, and the third or whatever. But what the fuck I am is somebody who is quick to defend myself in any matter if I want to. I am that person. I will defend the fuck out of myself and have fun doing it, But at the end of the day, the levels and things that these people I've seen people do on the internet behind strangers and shit like that, like you will never catch me doing. You heard me? Like there's been people who have tried to take me down several times. You know what I'm saying? And like when people can't beat you in a verbal war, then they try to like I always say, take sucker punches and this and that and the third, like the big rig did. You understand? And how sad it must be that we're 2 weeks in and yeah, here I am. You know what I'm saying? And during that time, also, because I can factor in my own story as well, like when Big Rig went and teamed up back again with the sisterhood, and they joined forces, doing mass reportings, and you know um YT will tell you what they're putting in these reports. And so you listen, y'all. And of course, there might be some things that I drop also to showcase again how these people operate. They're like literally and this is from a group I was personally in, though I never would do it, but I was in it to watch it being done. And that is the mass reportings and people giving direct directions on what to put to make something work, or do this or do that or whatever, just straight malicious. And wonder why they can't get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Wonder why they have to get it how they get it. Wonder why they have built a YouTube life of a house of cards. You know what I'm saying? They wonder why they were, pokey in them, not to be funny, but her coming out here along with the other one to fuss and cuss and do all this extra stuff was literally just to be a throw off and a distraction from who they actually are in that sisterhood. It's quite simple. You know what I mean? um Let me see. Hey, oh, thank you, Tink. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, love. Thank you. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Tink Tink. And if I missed anybody, I don't think I did. Wait, Tiff question. In your opinion, what do people know? Finding out during the first 5 minutes of having a conversation with someone you never met. Find out in the first 5 minutes of having a conversation. Well, I'll be honest, you can actually know a lot uh with first 5 minutes of having a conversation with somebody. You might not know personal details and things like that, but you can learn a lot about character and personality traits in quick just a few minutes of someone. You can find out if they are a respectable conversationalist. You could find out if they have, you can almost find out if they have any type of disorders, like mental disorders of any sort and shit like that. But what you can't find out is enough about nobody to be wanting to beef and throw your life away, go to jail, fight, and all that shit. Now, that's on the flip side. You try to muddy the water and turn a simple disagreement to a huge beef in public opinion built on misinformation and twist people's words and take out context. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hear what Tree said, 2 minutes for me. Yep. Facts. If you are good, hold up, wait, let me get that out the way. Hold up. Facts. If you are good at reading people, you can find out a lot. Yep. That's why I said tink tink. That's exactly how I feel. I learn a lot in 5 minutes. I learned the shit most people ain't caring to, you know what I'm saying, to think about, which is how a lot of people miss a lot of red flags when it comes to people. You know what I'm saying? Yes, some things can be hidden to a later time. Yes, not everything is shown in the first few minutes, but you can get a lot from a little. I'm not one for idle conversation, so I can learn a lot. Absolutely. Absolutely, Tink. So imagine how much we know about people on these platforms when they live for hours versus 5 minutes. Absolutely. 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 Which in any case, you know what that should also say? To me, Mel, that to me also says that that's why people should not be so quick, like should not be so easily swayed when it comes to people beefing, and then a lot of lies start getting told and this, that, and the third. If you I'm so glad that you actually said that, Mel. Y'all been making some great points. And why I say I'm glad you said that is because you have people out here who could watch you for what is now years, right? If somebody has watched, I'm gonna use myself as an example, right? Say I'm beefing with somebody, say it's just like, boom, I use Big Rig for an example. Let's take Big Rig and myself for example, right? Now, I haven't really. We all know that during the time of us actually choosing to, what I'm saying, you know, build on the friendship or whatever type of thing, we didn't have a lot of time to do that because we were in the middle of beefing with the sisterhood and them, right? So a lot of our conversations was, discussing our lives and things being said and da da da, whatever the case may be, right? So we literally only had about 2 months or so where we weren't that heavily involved with the beef, that things were kind of sort of settling, what I'm saying, type of thing, right? The reason why I'm even bringing this little bitty piece up to you guys is to say, once, hey, Miss Eugenia, my love, so good to see you. Once, and I hope you having a good day at work, love bug. Once me and this person start beefing, right? Do you think that, for instance, let me use Mel for an example. Mel has damn near been my supporter from damn near day one, all right, along with a couple of others. Mel have watched me for 3 years, okay? Has been a part of the 411 family for 3 years. All right, no less than two and a half. I'm gonna say close to three. Do you think someone who just started joining me after a trip, right? Me and everyone knows, like, me and Neo did not have each other's numbers. Um we did not have a personal, friendship or anything like that. Didn't know each other outside of YouTube before that trip, right? So, and she started beefing with me in March. Okay? The beginning of March, if not the end of February, some shit like that, right? So 9 months, excuse me, 6 months was the length of time that she had been in my space. All right. 6 months. All right. No more than any of you guys had, right? You guys have learned more about me online than she ever had a chance to on the back end. You understand? Things that she was learning, y'all, that we, even if we very, very rarely spoke on personal anything or whatever, it was really all YouTube related and GG business. You know what I'm saying? But anything that I did share is things that already publicized. If I talked about my background, criminal background, if I talked about my assault, any of that, it's already here on YouTube, right? So she didn't know that because she wasn't a long time supporter. You know what I mean? So I say all this to say, in the middle of us beefing, do you think that this person can just come live and say anything about me, and the people who've been watching me for 3 years just go with that shit? Do you think that someone can speak completely opposite of my character, and someone like Mel, who's been in my presence for 3 years, just gonna say, oh my God, I had no clue. Tip, is that really who you are? And Mel, if you exactly. I was just about to say it. If you're here, right, Tay. Exactly. Ain't no way in hell anybody who's been following me and been a part of this 411 family, TC, sister teacher, mentors, and so many others who started this thing with me would never listen to someone that have only been in my world for 6 months, not in my house, not late night personal conversations, none of that shit. YouTube shit and GG business shit. You can't tell my audience or even my ops. There's things that you can't even tell my ops, and that's the ones that keep it real, not the ones in the sisterhood. But well, I don't got no ops on outside of there. But anyone who's ever been considered themselves an op of mine, not in the sisterhood, you can't just tell them anything. I've literally heard people during beefing with me when somebody has said something and they're like, now she might be damn 40 days and 40 nights. She might but nah, that ain't how she get down. You heard me? That's I respect real shit like that. I respect it. That's the kind of that now listen. I respect that kind of shit. People think they know you. They don't even know themselves. Exactly, Hill with Tree. Exactly. I myself, like most, have seen those that change any direction the wind may blow, and they lose their credibility and will set out their morals for some. Absolutely. Will set aside, I believe. Uh, Yes. Let me see. But absolutely, it's some wild shit. It's some wild shit. And you can see that, look at that person, Big Rig, who was just adamant on attacking me, and nobody ever knew why. Do you know how many people was running around here like, okay, well, you know, can you at least tell us why? Because I know this ain't over no calls or texts to check on you. I know that. What's going on? It's when people are dealing with their own demons, with their own when people try to avoid the demons inside and the overwhelming feeling of failing and this, that, and the third, they take that shit out on others. When people can't find their purpose, when people cannot, you know, you know what I'm saying? When they can't find their place in this, that, and the third, they take it out on others. Big Rig had no reason to try to attack my page along with the sisterhood at all. Everybody on here talk their shit, and you don't see me doing it. I don't do that shit to people. You want to know why? Because listen, I win without being in a competition. I win without even having to get in the game. I win because people lose being in such a haste and a rush to try to tear others down. Crazy work. You can't tell me the sky purple when I know damn well it's not. I'm not going to go alone and get along. Right. I always been unapologetically me. Absolutely, baby. Absolutely. Hey, Miss Shirley. Good to see you. Let me see. Make sure I ain't miss nobody out there. But yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. Like, when you in such a haste, you know what I'm saying, to take people down and do all that there, like, you know, you got to you gotta know how the universes. That's why sometimes it's best to leave your emotions out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't move in envy and jealousy and shit like that. Because what's for you is gonna be for you. But when people gotta falsely try to tear you down because you just, listen, I always say, listen, the devil don't come to empty houses. You know what I'm saying? A thief don't come to empty houses. You heard me? People can tell you all day and night, oh, you ain't hitting off nothing, you dry, you this, you that, but baby, listen, Linda. I'm probably one of the most sought after to take down content creators out here. And I just been cooling it. You heard me? I just been cooling it. You know what I'm saying? I be out here wishing everybody well, showing mad love, but for some reason, but you know what it is? That's what it is, Because what people know is when I come on here and I get off of here, that light in me is with me at all times. It's not something that clicks on when I get on camera or when I get on live. It's not on me, it's in me. You heard me? See, when you can dish it like you can take it, when you take it like you dish it, you don't need to run no course. You don't need to run a YT. You don't need to try to, do no underhanded shit. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's how you win. You win because everybody else got to be underhanded to do it. You know what I mean? Cheap shots. You heard me? And that's exactly who said that. Lady Mysterious, you talking my language. You talking my language. See, a lot of people don't understand that. That's my way of thinking right there. A winner win first in a mind before it is seen. Man, you better come to the upper room. Let me see. I'm hated because of my spirit. Poor teen people got mental issues. Absolutely. That's why people don't like me. Hell, I went to my neighborhood store the other day, and the man said, "Are you always?" I've never seen you. I've been seeing you for years, and I have never seen you not bubbly. He said, "Does anything ever bother you?" And I looked at him, I said, sir, absolutely. I said, but one thing I learned is complaining about it, don't do nothing. Frowning about it, don't do nothing. I said, I learned to take it in stride. You heard me? I learned to take it in stride. You don't waste, you don't, you waste time complaining about a problem when you can use that time to solve it. You heard me? My spirit and my beauty inside out. People are jealous. Does the steer right problem, not mine. Hold on. Not mine. I keep showing them. Period, Pooh. You got to. You got to. Cause baby, one thing I never do, like I will never, like you know how they say at the church, you know what I'm saying, you supposed to leave better than you came. I refuse to be worse than when I arrived. You heard me? I'd rather be known as a funny roaster than for people to have a list of fucked up things, that I've done to somebody. The worst people can say I've done is roast their ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm very glad that, you know, I don't have one of them lists. I just don't. Even things that once when I was pissed the hell off, um earlier on, and even threatened to do things that I never even did. Never even did. Never even did. Because it's just not me. you know Shit, one time I threatened to try to uh uh take Q fee job. Never did it. Never called. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for it like a motherfucker because I was pissed off when she said some shit about my pops. But guess what? Didn't do it. Did not even do it. Said I was gonna call uh um Amberson school once. Never did. Never did. Yeah, that's the shit I just don't do. Even I like, you know what I'm saying? I could be mad at the moment and like fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But I've never done that shit. I've never struck nobody. I've never falsely reported people. I've just never, that's just not in me. I ain't took nobody to court, so I ain't did none of that. That's just not who me. This is YouTube. I'm not that invested. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ever doxed nobody. I ain't ever drug nobody's child. Listen, that shit just not me. And it's not gonna be me. The day that do all that shit that I don't like is the day I need to go on about my damn business. That is why I always respected you. You had boundaries. There were lows that you weren't willing to go. Some of the motherfuckers are so evil-hearted, wicked, miserable bitches. Absolutely, tinkers. And for 3 years, I never stepped outside a lot of my boundaries. And even some that I set for myself, just in addition, if ever a boundary, any boundary I crossed, I never crossed it twice. You know what I'm saying? I never made a habit out of it. If I did something once just to prove a unnecessary point or some shit like that, I always, straighten that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't me. And I ain't doing nothing that's gonna have me not resting well at night. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Ooh. Sorry, I had to get something to drink. Mm. Lemonade on a hot day. So refreshing. That's all I be drinking is water, tea, and lemonade. Yep, absolutely, lady. That's delicious. Absolutely. And what's crazy is that's how I know, see, y'all on point with it. Those evil hoes sleep well at night too, because let me see, because that kind of shit comes natural to them. Absolutely, Tinkers. Absolutely. But you know what, Tinkers, I've learned when you live in on the side of evil, wrong, lies, all that kind of stuff, right? What I have learned is that the universe never stops universing. And see what it is that shit starts to weigh down on your body and on your soul, your skin, your all that shit. When people start wondering, and to be honest, they don't sleep good at night. They don't because when you are a person who is a manipulator and a schemer, and or an evil doer, or this, that, and the third, you never rest well because you itching to get your mind is thinking of the next evil thing or the next manipulative thing, the next scheme, the next this. So it's like you may sleep, but you don't rest. Let me say that. You don't find rest. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to you. If that makes sense to you, you can go to sleep without finding rest. Mm-hmm. Better ask them. Oh, you better ask the elders what I'm talking about. You better ask the elders what I'm talking about, huh? It's a difference between good sleep and good it's the difference between sleep and rest, you know? Mm-hmm. Cause what somebody say when you get up, good morning, did you rest well? See, the sleep is all about the rest. You know what I'm saying? Sleep don't do nothing for you or your body if you are not at rest. You hear me? You can lay down with your eyes closed and have a troubled mind. Do you hear me? You can lay down on your pillow and your nervous system be all kinds of fucked up, full of anxiety. Do you hear me? Listen now. See, one day, somebody around here gonna know what I'm talking about. Now, you can go to sleep, but is you rested? Mm-hmm. Well, you better say it, Brother Allen. Mine just running rampant. You hear me? I ain't gonna preach to y'all today because I almost got started on that one. You hear me? But yeah, people that's too tapped in to evils, too tapped in to evils. A evil mind don't rest. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ain't no rest for the wicked. And that's on the set. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Folks just round here. It's equivalent to those who would do anything for money. You're never satisfied. See, people that's always chasing, worried about the next thought, their life is just about, greed and things like that. They don't find no rest either because they too busy. They'll spend a life getting the money, but never ever enjoying the fruits of their labor. It was all about obtaining, obtaining, obtaining. It was, a lot of people, they don't have any experiences in life because they just want to, hey, Curtis, I'm done. But hello and thank you. But yeah, they just wanna, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Linda, that's just like somebody said, would you rather live 50 years accomplishing everything you want to accomplish? Would you rather live 50 years traveling, seeing the world, and having the world in the palm of your hands? Or would you rather live 100 years in the same place doing nothing? You know? Now, true, I'd rather do both, but still. But it's just yeah, people like that don't be at rest. That's just the moral of that story. People's souls be eating up at them. But once you in, you in. You can't, it's once you in, you in. It's either in you or it ain't. A lot of people they wake up trying to, and what's crazy is I love using the sector as an example simply because it's so much of it. People wake up and they get bored and they're like, let me go see what I can twist up, let me go change a narrative, let me go tear down somebody else. Like, can you imagine, like, take my cousin Chronicles for instance. There is no logical reason why Chronicles been really off the scene. Hell, she been moving around. The GG's been moving around. Do you hear me? The GG's been busy as absolute, you know what? You heard me? It is no reason why somebody who has barely even been on here, who's been out living their life, minding their business, going to concerts, traveling, uh all kinds of shit, is on somebody's thumbnail. Huh? There is zero reason why somebody's love life that ain't speaking about the sisterhood or Nathaniel. Absolutely, Tinkers. Absolutely. I told them yesterday, listen, 4 to 5 out of 6 GGs done been on different vacations throughout these past 2 weeks. You hear me? All over the minding a good business, and I'm just throwing that out there because if it's not for some, like Nathaniel said, I know this deserves some coins. Y'all gotta give me some coins for this good tea. I know, why is that tea? Why is it tea? Because somebody went her uh to her social media account, saved it to their phone, sent it to you, and that's tea. I'm highly confused. I'm highly confused. But yet they don't want you in Brianna's business. But they got time to be in other content creators' business. They don't want you watching what's going on in these courts and this, that, and the third with Brianna. But a couple out enjoying life, loving on one another, is tea for you? I mean, seriously, get out much or not? Get out much? Crazy work. I mean, maybe y'all can capture some of these moments in your own life if you would stop hating on somebody else's life. I mean, it's crazy work. Hey, cousin, sorry I'm in here talking about you behind your back. I'm sorry I made you content with, absolutely, cousin. Like literally looking the part, right? Looking the fucking part. Okay. Uh, along with the mod squad as her chickadee D's. Okay, do I hear a Michigan accent? No. But you hear a North Carolina by way of California accent. Yes. But make sure you hit that subscribe button. We love having more kings along with Brother Allen and Brother Nook and mentors and a few of our other bros, Terry Down. Um, I'm always super excited when a king comes through. Some of them are the part, and that educated dummy gonna. Oops, wait, it went up. Been subscribed for a minute. Oh, I'm glad. Couldn't run away here after this water because she's too stupid to realize she's definitive as well. I'm just saying, see that be their problem, tinkers. That be their problem. See, what content creators don't realize is that they have a big, broad audience, right? You have people in your audience who um you have people in your audience who are part of that community. You have people that are different religions. You have people that are different cultures, all of that, right? And see, over here in the 411, that's another thing they hate on is that I have an open door policy where no matter, as long as you respectful and if you want to be a part of a community, whether it's, adjacent to, family of, whatever the hell, just a friendly place to stop by and gather. This is what we do over here. You know what I'm saying? We are not looking to tear you down if you are opposite of what my beliefs are or opposite of what my love life is, right? That's like me being married and kicking out all the single people or some shit. Like, talking shit about single people or whatever, that's crazy work. And these CCs will do it right in front of their audience faces. And the people with these actual lifestyles going on will sit in the audience and they will clap and hee haw and whatever else for while being torn down themselves. They will sit there and knowing they in a regular ass house, but laugh and joke if someone else's is being picked on or have an even smaller home, right? They'll be broke on government assistance in the audience laughing about who else on government assistance. Why are you doing that to yourself? And then they'll sit there and know other people in the audience know they're on government assistance, and yet they'll just like, I mean, have you forgotten? Like, it's weird that the entire sisterhood think they all have pools in their backyards. They all think that they are Beyonce size. They all think they make 100K a year. They like, it's weird to me. They all think they married to a J or whatever, That's just the lifestyle that they big up. So I'm just saying, it's weird to me. It is the weirdest shit. And that lady will sit there and downplay. Like, so does that mean nobody over there is in that lifestyle? Was it funny that when Big Rig, y'all went on a whole trip with Big Rig and her girl? So I mean, like I said, get out much. Like two females hugging, that right there, you should get super stickers and super chats because you showing a female hugging cousin. Okay. Channel 8 News, here we come. Right, team. Like, that's just weird. So you don't like none of us, but y'all wanna showcase us all happily playing in pools, dancing to our Prince songs and everything else. So I'm just starting to think they're more of a fan, you know? You know, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm starting to think y'all more of fans than y'all are ops. Period, cuz. Period, Alec. Hey, Kristen, baby. I'm just saying, like, baby, I mean, cause I mean, you would think that it was a whole relationship when she was standing, that picture of her standing in between Candy and Levette. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick because I gotta go in a few minutes. But yeah, let's talk about that picture with the mods and shit. I think it was Vet and Little Miss Bird. However, the moral of the story is they was standing in they little fitted dresses and shit, and there go damn Barney Fife ass in the middle with her breeches and her manly sandals and shit. All right, with her Blue Lagoon, goddamn. Listen, Linda, that damn, that damn picture with goddamn on Candy and Levette and then Amora in the middle. Child, she got them breeches on, they in they little cute dresses and shit or whatever. The moral of the story is they were in their little dresses and there go fucking look, there go Barney Fife ass in the middle with her breeches and her man boat sandals and shit. Like what the fuck is going on? I'm sick of it. With her damn fishing hat and shit. Girl, we sick of it. We is damn sick of it. Okay. Now over there looking like her name Uncle John Henry or some shit. Like John Henry, if you don't sit down somewhere, I'm sick of it. Uh-uh. Ah! I swear, John Henry gets on my nerves, child. She just stay up and like, is you in the business or is you ain't? Cause I swear, 1 minute these motherfuckers listen. 1 minute she want to be inside edition, and then the next minute, listen. 1 minute she want to be cold case, and then the next minute her ass want to listen. Which is it? You all mixed up. The fuck? Listen, you'll never be the next Tasha K at this rate. God dang, stick to the script. What I mean, I just don't understand. You can't go from cold cases to fucking look at TC hug a woman. Like, oh, that's content over there now. Y'all shooting for bad, ain't you? Got to be more careful. Meanwhile, Don slam dunking the algorithm. You hear me? Listen, Don over there with 1/3 the amount of subscribers as Amora and doing just as many people in her live and views. Why is that? Why is that? Why why is it that your subscribers keep going up, but them views ain't steady? Why they don't go like you used to get like, I mean, 1 to 5K shit when you first came on the scene. You know what I mean? With 17K subscribers, you should have about 10K out this motherfucker. You heard me? You every one of your lives should be hitting 5K. What you still doing hitting 1.9s and 2.8s and 3.2s and what you still doing with 199 motherfuckers in your chat? 200, 300, 400. You supposed to have a hot thou wow in that motherfucker. Maybe you need to wake your goddamn supporters up too. Shit, instead of worrying about who hugging on my cousin. You might need a hug on some of your sleeping ass subscribers. Shit. Not that rain loud. Not that rain loud. Others don't care which team somebody plays for as long as you change. When period. Period. Right around here, just round here. I'm just done. I the nerve. You heard me? The nerve. Cause I was all up in her business today. Cause she was out house hunting. Yeah, more. I ain't watched it in about 2 weeks or some shit. Maybe longer. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Let me see. I'm telling you, absolutely. Like, dude, the hell? You shooting for bad over there. Ain't no way you came off the Carmelo Anthony case and went to look who TC dating case. Child, listen, I'm done. Not you came off the Holly case, the Carmelo Anthony case, and about three other cases. Not you hung up the what's her name? Quarter and them. Quarter and James or whatever their names is. Not you hung all them up to go look to see what not my cousin date is tea for you over there. I mean, shit. Are the GGs popping out this bitch or what? Cause damn. I mean, and y'all watched it more times than me. I'm the motherfucking cousin. I mean, y'all bitches played it 4 times each. I'm done. I'm done. And the crazy part is, Nathaniel, you know my motherfucking cousin got a listen, Linda. That ass is acid too, ain't it? Listen, Linda, you can tell us. You can tell us. We ain't gonna tell nobody, but baby, what you saw was that ass. It's great like that. You turned around and you looked at your ass and said, "Where did we go wrong with Bound? Maybe we can fix it. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong. Listen, Linda, we understand. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Listen, Linda, it's so tight. It's so tight. You heard me? That's all. That's why you watched it 4 times. Listen, I know why y'all keep QP damn videos and y'all shit. Everybody be lurking. All y'all hoes be sneaking and geeking this shit. That's why you got so excited and you couldn't hide it. Her booty made you lose control, and I think you like it. Shit. You got excited, child. You was excited when you was playing that video. Child, telling you thicker than a snicker. Oh, child. You Zet bound bitches could never. Give me a Z. Z. You got your Z. You got your Z. Give me a E. E. You got your E. You got your E. Give me a P. P. You got your P. You got your P. Give me a bound. Bound. You got your bound. You got no your bound now. Hush. You don't want none of us. Now do ya, do ya, now do ya, do ya, now do ya, do ya. No, I don't think so. What y'all know about that Laura Winslow from Family Matters cheer? You heard me? You heard me? You know everything I say be inspired by some shit. But yeah, that was a little Family Matters cheer. You know, I just revamped that thing. You heard me? Lord Winslow said, do ya, do ya. Now do ya, Tinker. She said, no, I don't think so. You heard me? She meant that shit. Mental. I know all the cheers from all the old shows. Like the Bayside Tigers. 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 Bayside Tigers. 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 Oh, sorry. And then when they got their new cheerleading uniforms, and she said, wait, I forgot. Thank you, Leela. Thank you, Sugar Sugar. Oh yeah. She said, we needed new uniforms. You knew we did. So we bidded together and decided to bid. They look so good. They feel so right. Thank you, Bayside. You're out of sight. Period. Don't play with me when it comes to those shows. You heard me? But Leela, thank you, Sugar Sugar. Thank you. Thank you so much, love. I'll be laughing at me. I be real, real serious when it comes to my shows. I get real hype. You heard me? I get real hype. Shit. Shout out. We know your ass serious, boy. Serious as hell. You heard me? I done knuckled up in everything. I done knuckled up like y'all said something. You heard? I done knuckled up like y'all said something. Period. Period. Any 90s TV shows trivia, y'all call me. I'm the friend you phone. I'm the friend you phone. Period. Except some of this lemonade though. Shelly, good to see you. Hello, my love. Mental is you buddy. How long have I been live? An hour and a half. We need to go on Family Feud. Yes, we do, honey, because I be playing Family Feud. Child, listen. I'm the one that know all that shit that normal people should know. You heard me? I know all the weird shit. Ooh, that rain sound good. I hope it stop because I need to run out in like 15 minutes. Okay, Miss Leela, shout out. We just over here talking about how folks need to get a life. That's all we was talking about. We was talking about the jealousies and envies of people that ain't got no life. That's all. We was just trying to figure out why some whole assholes was all in my cousin business. Let's see. That's all we was doing. Mhm, mhm. Otherwise, I'm just listening to the rain. Yes, if anybody want to support this live, you already know y'all to know a lot of random facts and songs. Yes, hunty. Boy, we used to, man, game nights used to be so lit. Game nights used to be so lit. Who in here remember dirty words? That was always funny as heck. I might have to put some of them shorts up from our old game nights. Used to be so lit. It stopped raining. Oh man, dirty words used to be so funny. Yes, oh yes, oh yes. Ooh, child. Not worried about the business that pays me. Right, lady, right. Weird business, man. Weird business. Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But yep, that's exactly how that goes, darling. People need to mind the business they pay them and stop worrying about the next person, the next CC, the next life, the next person's uh skeletons or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? People just really need a life. That's it. That's all. Cause I mean, I don't even understand. Watching other people live their life is weird, you know? Now how you gonna play spades from Florida, mentors? How you playing spades from Florida? Yeah, I want a dog. Cause I swear this one really is my shadow, and I don't even know why. I don't know why. Online card. You be playing through the Spades app. I got the Spades Plus app. Send me a request. I be kicking ass on the Spades Plus. I be playing spades all the time online. Rebel plays too. Rebel plays spades too. I know he y'all baby. That's why I asked you if y'all wanted him. If y'all wanted a dog. Let me see. Gone. 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 I ain't getting rid of him, Kim Covey. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. He my shadow child. He is my shadow. I was just picking with him. Ooh. Rebel bet not renege. You got a Shadow too. I'm telling you, I should have named him Shadow. He right here, right now, with his head in my lap. If I go outside for 60 seconds, he act like I done gone for a year. He get all excited, and I be like, "Child, I just ran to the car." I swear. Who having Bible study? I'm headed out to Bible study. Hope you have a wonderful night. Stay blessed. Love you. Love you, Brother Allen. I hope you have a wonderful Bible study. Shout out. I miss having Bible studies. I need to do me a Bible study over here. I started to do one earlier today. I should have. I want to do all kinds of things. Ooh, the humidity. Shout out to you, Brother Allen. You know it be up and it's stuck with us. Up and it's stuck with us. Oh, but yeah, y'all, I'm gonna jump off of here in just a few minutes. Okay, Miss Eugenia. We'll keep that in mind. I used to do them all the time. Sure did. Sure did. Good night, Hilly Tree. Love you. Thanks for coming through. I enjoyed you guys. You remember Miss Eugenia? Yeah, I love having Bible studies. I do. Yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Anything on y'all mind? Everybody schmoove? I think the Bible is a beautiful book. I do. I do. I would really like to do a series on the books of the Bible that did, well, the books that did not make it to the Bible. You know, like the Jubilees and, you know, the Book of Thomas. And it's the Book of Thomas. I think it is. I'm here just feeding my face. Oh, yeah, I'm going to jump off at like the 2 hour mark. I got about 5 minutes. I got to make a run before 9, before this store close. But how I will use my time is to say, um, y'all know, listen, Linda. One thing we will be having a conversation about probably tomorrow is, we gonna talk about deceitful, malicious CC behavior on tomorrow. It's so deeply coded. Yes. Oh, dude. Yeah, we got to get into some things because one thing's for sure, two things for certain. I can say we can get into a lot more when, long as people, show up, show interest, you know what I'm saying, and more than just the drama and stuff like that, then we can push further things and stuff like that because my last Bible study did very, very well. We had like 100 people in here the whole time, and it was really good. I got my Bible ready when y'all ready. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, it is. I love the Bible. I missed the page. Hold up. Let me open that up. I missed the page. They take out the Bible. Mm, right. But it is a very interesting book. It's a very informative book, you know. And I love teaching it in a way that you can understand it and a deeper understanding, shall I say. But yes, we can get into all of that. I like talking about different things. I sure do. I sure do. My favorite, my favorite books is Genesis, Job, Acts, Revelations, of course, Mark, John, and all of them, Matthew, Luke, and all of them, Psalms, Proverbs, um, Malachi. Let me see. Peter. I think those are my top tens. Let me see. Let me see. Computer. And y'all know I have never read the Bible in its entirety. I would like to do that. Because usually, like being brought up in Baptist church, you're always going to different parts of the Bible. Now I've read a lot of the Bible in its entirety, but there are out of 66 books, I probably read 40 in its entirety. Get your life together. Why don't you? People will come. You have a lot already in this chat. We are drawn for a reason. You teach well and you have the gift of teaching. See, let me see. You teach well and you have the gift of teaching for a reason. Love bug. Oh, thank you, Miss Eugenia. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really do love to teach, on what I know. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Southern Baptist, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, Rebel. I swear, he got to be everywhere, y'all. Don't you run out there in that wet grass. You gonna stay out there till you dry off. Let's see. But yeah, I love to teach you guys and I love to learn. Oh, he up there at the door with with Buck. He at the door with Buck. Buck was trying to keep him from running out in the rain. Cause if you open the door, baby, he think that's his time to shine. Excuse me, I'm done. Ooh. How's Jax doing, Mama 3? Uh, 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 uh. Ooh, I will do. I definitely will. Let me screenshot that. I absolutely will. But yeah, we can definitely get into it. We sure can. I feel myself getting a little sleepy. I know that much. Oh, that's cool. Cool, 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 cool. Mama 3, you gonna have to come host a show with me one day. You gonna have to come host a show with me one day. Shit. Would you leave me alone? Every onomatopoeia is not a request for you to come bother me. Okay, sir? There's 40 people in here and they ain't even bothering me as much as you is. The helly? I've been hearing a lot about it. I'm intrigued. I'll be checking that out as well. Absolutely, Tink Tink. Absolutely. But yes, oh yes, oh yes. It has been a lovely weekend, you guys. It surely has. And I'm glad I got to spend some of this beautiful oh, you know we love you. I'm the survivor. You know that. Love you much. I love all you guys. I do. And I'm very thankful for the support and all of that. You guys rock. But yes, you all. This live here wasn't about nothing, just sitting here kicking it on a good Sunday, you know what I mean? But yeah. To all my beautiful people out there that I rock with and that I have love for and stuff like that, y'all keep doing y'all like I'ma keep doing me, and let the haters do what the haters do. You dig? Let the haters hate. Let them sit in the bushes and do what the bush watching haters do. You know what I mean? It is clear when people ain't got nothing going on, they literally try to pick at others that ain't even thinking about them. And it really shows like, get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together. It is a damn shame that these 50 and 60-year-olds is getting a rise out of watching somebody else's life thrive, out of watching somebody else love, dates and this, that, and the third. Like, get a grip. That shit is shooting for bad. You know what I'm saying? It's shooting for bad. And y'all also try not to be a big rig out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too anxious to win that you end up failing. You know what I'm saying? Every single time. Don't be a big rig. All right. Don't be out here trying to maliciously fuck with people and then, lose your mind when you are successful. All right. I'm gonna need a lot of y'all to get it together. Y'all full of jealousy, you full of hate, you full of unrighteousness, all of that. Y'all mentally jacked up, your spirits are in turmoil. Y'all come online to try to be somebody. Some of y'all ain't went nowhere. If the sisterhood don't take you nowhere, you don't go nowhere. You don't go breathe, get some air, go play in the rain, in the grass. None of that shit. All right. Like, listen, enjoy social media, but don't let it be your entire life. Don't let it rule you. Don't let it be the only reason you want to get up in the morning and click the live button so you can feel important. That's kind of weird. It's weird. Period. And don't be hating on the next person bad. Get yours. Stop to chill with that shit. And a lot of y'all need to literally stop living vicariously through whatever the hell it is that Amore is making. Y'all bitches ain't making. So I don't understand why, if you're not jealous of it, why do you think other people should be? Interesting enough. Like, it's really time to grow up. Stop living vicariously through each other, and maybe everybody can have their own shit going on and not have to keep pointing out the body Brianna got or the pool Lamora got or this, that, and the third. But it's like 500 bitches running around here talking shit, you know? But 500 bitches ain't got bad bodies, ain't got no pool, and they ain't got shit. And what the fuck is any of that any damn way? Nothing. Stop living vicariously through people and get your own shit going on. Yes, Mel, love yourself more. Like, I think that's the weirdest part of it all is people argue to try to tear somebody down with somebody else's shit. That's weird, especially when you don't got that shit yourself. And that's what makes y'all idiots. Like, please. That shit is weird as hell. Throwing shit in somebody else's face that you ain't got. That's weird as hell. Mm-mm. I don't get it and I don't understand it. Like, you can't expect nobody to be no more jealous over somebody else's body unless you're supposed to be jealous of it. And I think a lot of y'all be projecting. You know what I mean? It's really, really weird. And I encourage everyone to love yourself, like my sister Mel said, love on yourself and do not ever let listen. If you don't hear no other part of this live, and I know the end is a tricky spot, but do not let people uh that dips and pokes into your life try to tear your life down when a lot of the times they're hiding their own. I don't give a fuck about the what it looks like. Don't nobody knows the depths of nobody's relationships, homes, none of that shit. All right. And it lets me know why a lot of people think so stupidly, and it's full of stupidity because you sit and you look at foundations of, you sit and you look at the structure of things, but you really don't check for what's built on shaky ground, on a good foundation or not. You know what I mean? Y'all really, a lot of people out here are shallow, you know? Y'all souls is fucked up because you too busy trying to keep up with the Joneses in your mind, knowing that you can't match it with your actions. You know what I mean? And I do hope that some of y'all don't just leave here with a check every month, but leave here, shall I say, uplifting your spirit. I hope that some of y'all, when this is all said and done, your integrity ain't too far gone from your life and your character ain't too fucked up. I duly hope that your whole YouTube life don't be about lying on other people and trying to tear other people down. I really don't. It's I hope not, you know. Cause some of y'all seem like the content a little weak when you ain't got nobody to drag, when you ain't got nobody bothering you, or none of that. And just like Amore is no different. When she's bored over there and ain't got no content, she fuck with other people. Just like she was fucking with TC. But when somebody get on her bald headed ass, then it's a problem. Here come the false reporting from the goddamn weak ass sisterhood community. Here come all the bullshit. Stay out of people's business. Mind yours sometime. You got a whole motherfucking damn man of your own. Why are you in somebody else's motherfucking relationship that ain't thinking about you? Y'all some really big bothered ass motherfuckers at the end of the day. You know? Y'all sit out here like y'all got so much going on, but I can't tell because if you did, you wouldn't be hating on the next motherfucker's anything, the next motherfucker's crib, the next motherfucker's man, woman, or anything else. See, this is what you got to do when you ain't got no business about yourself. Nothing. I don't give a fuck what type of house you sitting in. Y'all be sitting in them motherfuckers miserable and bored, lonely and loveless. And I love that for y'all. Excuse me. You know? Ask yourself, why you worried about TC when TC ain't worried about you? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself why you sitting there thinking you the end all to be all. Everybody needs you for $1, but you plastering cousin picture all over your goddamn thumbnails and want to keep playing her videos and shit. Get a fucking life. Thank you, Miss Eugenia. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your love and support, my love. Thank you. Shout out to you, love. Thank you so much. And I certainly will. Love yourself so no one else thoughts of you can penetrate you, right, Tinkers? Right. They be really out here reaching. Like, don't let nobody sit here and talk you out of not thinking highly of yourself because that's what haters do. They don't want you to smile. They want you to think your teeth too buck to be happy. They want you to think that your homes ain't good enough to live in. They want you to think all this shit because why? None of they shit worth a fuck. Do you hear me? Ain't none of they shit worth a fuck. Everything that glitter, damn sure ain't gold. And that's on the set. Don't let these motherfuckers on the internet make you think they better than you. Don't ever become one of those sisterhood people that put another woman who piss shit and eat the same way they do above you. The fuck? I wish the fuck I would. That's all it take for y'all to feel inferior to somebody, a swimming pool and 10 stacks a month from social media. That's all it take for you to feel beneath somebody. That's all it takes for somebody to be your superior. Huh? I wish the fuck I would, child. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Keep in mind, when people say, oh, you just jealous of this, that, and the third. That's because whatever they saying you should be jealous of is the shit that they be jealous of. You heard me? That's the shit they be jealous of. Trust me. When people say shit like that, it is very telling of what the type of shit is that makes them jealous. You know what I mean? You really have women out here that think about ass is supposed to make somebody jealous. And then you see an ass like my cousin's that's all natural, and it makes you wonder, well, I mean, why come for? I mean, some people buy what they ain't got. Unfortunately, some got. You know what I mean? Crazy work. It's women out here that kiss somebody else ass because they make 10 bands a month on YouTube, which then tells you what? That they don't make it in their real life. When you think something is something someone else should be jealous of, it's because it's something that would make you jealous. Even while you sit at the same table with them, you still envy their lifestyle because it's so when you can't beat them, you gotta join them. You heard me? When you can't have what they got, you gotta hype them up about what they got and forget to hype yourself up. Y'all literally sit up here and boost a pool up so much that it shows where you think your house ain't nothing. So your house ain't shit because you ain't got a pool in the back. Oh, okay. So your body ain't shit because you didn't buy it. Oh, okay. So you rather encourage people to envy a bought body than to love their natural selves. Oh, okay. I'm just clocking what type of time y'all on. These the kind of women that'll tell you not to smile until you have veneers. All right. These the kind of women that tell you you should not find happiness and smile on camera unless you got veneers. I'm sorry, what? That ass done run off, right? Exactly. Like they be bragging on the wrong shit. Like you can be cute as fuck, but if you not clean, your hygiene ain't up. This, that, and the third, everything. Like I said, the glitter ain't gold. Y'all worried about fucking houses and sizes and shit, and half these people can't even really keep up their shit. Half these people can't even keep up the maintenance or nothing else. Just like Brianna. From what I heard, she had a landlord charging her because she left their house a fucking mess and fucked up. Don't even know how to take care of nothing good. That's because people be pretending that's it's shit they used to. Just because you can afford it don't mean that's a lifestyle you used to. It don't. Just like a lot of people probably wouldn't have got too far or traveled done much, been as successful or traveling without the military. Some could, but a lot of people, wouldn't have been able to be successful without certain, whatever's, you know. Some of us can, be successful in many areas in life, and some of us might only be successful in one or two. Who knows? But listen, love yourself and love where you at with it. You heard me? And please don't let no clowns on the internet talk you out your square. Never do that. Never do that. These the type of people won't even stay on live if they ain't got hundreds of people in their chats. They won't even entertain those that came that pulled up for them. The 20 people that pulled up for them, they'll be like, oh, well, since y'all don't want to pull up, since y'all don't want to hit the like button, you can't force people to hit the like button before they even know if they like the show. The fuck? People really do that. Well, we ain't gonna start till we get at least 300 likes. How do you know I'm gonna like whatever the fuck you presenting over here? The hell? I'm telling you, people become CCs and get entitled and shit. I ain't saying shit till you hit the like button. Well, damn, what am I liking? The hell? This shit ain't even optional no more. It ain't even optional no more. People just expect it. If I don't get 15 supers now, I ain't damn gonna stay on here. Like what? I thought that shit was donation, not obligation. But what do I know? Child. Anywho, I gotta run, y'all. But I thank y'all so much for showing up today and showing love on this live. Thank you so much to Miss Eugenia. Thank you to Tinkers, and thank you to Miss Leela for blessing this live. I really am grateful for the supporters and the love that I receive over here in the 4-1 Wizzy. And be talking like they know who in the bushes. I swear. But I love you guys, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday until we meet again tomorrow. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. And thank you so much for spending a little time with me. Blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you so much.